Hey, you're right guys, Straight from Just Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 2 of Dark Season 1. Really enjoyed the first episode. I think it's a very strong start into a series basically. And I read up somewhere that season 3 is going to be like the last season. So this is basically just a very contained 3 season show, which I love. I think that's, again, kind of going back to Lost because it's that kind of mystery thing. I don't know if they went on a bit too long with certain seasons, so in my head, I think it's like the perfect show, but I can see why people thought like they just got a bit convoluted with certain things. But with this, because it is only going to be 3 seasons long, I feel like maybe they can answer all the questions and don't drag anything out. And any questions that we might have, I feel like they've already planned out. I feel like with 3 seasons, it's something that they've planned out from the start, and they're not going to go overboard with like 10 seasons of the show or something. So I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, we'll see what happens with episode 2 because we got some questions already, well, quite a few questions actually. And like I say, I don't expect them to be answered. At least maybe some answers at the end of the season, but I'm not expecting any answers, this early on. So I'm just gonna, enjoy the characters, develop on those, see what happens. So yeah, episode 2 guys. If you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe, sorry. And if you do want the uncut and early reactions to the show Dark, then a link to the Patreon page will be down below, as well as Twitter and Instagram. But for now, my friends, let's go. This music already, dude. Straight on with that. Someone said like the names and stuff are going to get very confusing and stuff, so I should draw up a character map. So I might do that if I start to get confused. There's quite a few people surprisingly said that on YouTube and Patreon, so. Oh shit. That was really bad, but that's CG. That is CG. I couldn't tell if that was CG or not. Very nice. No, go away, dude. We don't want you. See, I bet this cave is like the portal between 2 times or something. I don't know. Alright, mate. Is he alright? He's probably just a bit sorry that he lost his brother. He's got blood on his shirt. It's just like these little bits, and it's all. This would be a fantastic show to rewatch, I bet. By the end of it, once you know everything, I bet rewatching this is a treat. So we've had the cop's brother disappear, and now his kid.
Außerdem sieht es so aus, als hätte jemand in jungen Sachen aus den 80ern gekleidet.
From the 80s, and he's been sent back to the future. The dead boy, Eric Michael. I'm trying. It is one of those shows where I just feel like I'm not saying much because I feel like I have to take everything in. So, without Pretty Little Liars, I can just piss about. So the power plant definitely has something to do with it, and the cave leads to that. That's the dad of the other Eric. Well, he's a prick. What the fuck? Okay. Well, she got a room, so I'm sure she's buzzing. Someone's just come out. I'm telling you, dude, it's like a portal. I'm probably way off base, but I don't know. Yo, what the fuck? A journey through time. What in God's name? Oh, yo, dude, I love this. I'm not even gonna lie, I actually love this. I feel like every scene you're just kind of looking at everything. It's just nice to have a bit of a change. Like when you're watching shows like Riverdale and you're kind of like, what the fuck? Mate, punching holes in the wall is probably not a good idea. Jesus. I bet he just blame himself in a way, like... Oh, this is where his dad hung himself. Is that right? What? that's a nice find though, isn't it? What is that the cave? It looks like it might be the cave system. Dude, I'm sick. I'm sick. Jesus, I wonder what this is all about as well, dude. Pretty far it seems. Jesus, what the fuck? Oh, how can you say no, dude? Good luck. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe now's not the time. I don't know. Probably like I just think those two are good, but then I remember he's cheating on his wife. Where is the crossing? That said. The crossing to another time. Ah, dude. And he works for that guy. Best chain ever. Dude, you gotta get out of there. He's awoken. Here's the shotgun. Excellent. What's he got, dude? Hurry up, man. Just pull it. What the fuck? Is that a head? Take the bag and go. That's what it got. Yup, you took way too long. Oh, is it just drugs? Dad. I don't think he really cares about your boy at the moment. But so we found nothing. God damn it. What the fuck? What dragging corpses in? That's Eric, dude. Eric. That is Eric, right? Bollocks. He did. It's good as well because I feel like a lot of the characters, like each character knows something that someone else doesn't, it feels like. I feel like this geese knows something. And then like the owner of the power plant knows something. And the van driver knows something, and they all know stuff, but we know fuck all. The Great Houdini. When you did pull off the biggest Houdini ever. What the fuck now, man? Oh, the birds are dropped. There's a bird from the first scene that fell as well. Mad. What's that got to do with anything? Where is it? What? When is... Okay, so he knows something. Let's ask him in the future. But it's definitely a character in the future, maybe it's him. Or maybe he's the one from the past who knows about what will happen in the future because he was in the future, then got sent to the past. So is it? You know what? Hey, he's alive. What the fuck? But this has got to be a different time. Yeah, that cave system was completely different. So he's got to be in the past, surely. What the fuck? Yeah, look at the car. Oh, that's the cop. That's the cop. So yeah, he's in the past then. Chernobyl. 1986, yeah. Unlucky, mate. Is that it? Ah, dude. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, there we go, guys. That is episode 2 of Dark Season 1. I love it. I love it so much. It's so engrossing and rich, just with its story at the moment. I love it. I've wanted a show like this for a while now, just to have this kind of mystery element behind it, where you don't know anything that's happening. Because even here, we didn't really get any answers to anything. But like I said, I'm not expecting answers this early on. We did see though that Mikkel is in the past, and it is definitely to do with the cave system, because it seems like people come out of that cave system. Like we had Mikkel come out there at the end in a different time, and then someone walked out there in one of those little trench coat things as well. Definitely interesting. I don't know. I think there's going to be sometimes where maybe I'm a little bit confused, which if there are things I need to know, like say I should have known something in this episode and I didn't pick up on it or whatever, without spoiling stuff that happens in the future. If there's just things that it's tricky, because I want to say, like, if there's things that I should take note of, then say, but don't, because then that's spoilery that I should have taken note on it and then it will mean something later. But then I'm like, if there are things that just kind of went over my head that I need to know at this point in the story, then let me know. Not so much episode 2, but it's just kind of like in future episodes. I'll try and do my absolute best to keep up with everything that's happening, but just judging from the comments from YouTube and Patreon, it does seem like you really need to take in every little detail. And the thing with reacting, of course, is you do have to talk over the episode. You can't have a silent reaction throughout the whole episode, because it just never happens. So inevitably I'm going to have to talk over some dialogue of the episode. I'll try and pick my points of when to talk, and I'll know when to like really sit and take things in. But inevitably there might be some little things that I kind of miss. Hopefully there won't be though. I picked up there at the end that the guy he bumped into at the end was his dad, which was kind of weird. Ulrich, I think his name is. So that was the name of the cop. So I mean, even it's kind of weird because I'm really bad with names in TV shows anyway. But when you're told you need to know every character's name, then it's like maybe I'll try and I know Jonas is the main, Ulrich's the cop, Mikkel's the kid who's gone missing, then you have Eric who's the ginger kid who went missing. I think that's all the characters. That's my knowledge of the names so far. There were a few. Mads was another one. I think he was one who went missing years ago. But yeah, I'll try and learn them as best I can. But yeah, as in terms of this episode, the story still very good. We didn't get much of Jonas as a character, which I thought was weird. I thought he'd be in this episode a lot more, but he was in like a few scenes, found the map of the cave system. But this was more so to do with the cop, I thought, and him trying to, find Mikkel, which is fine. He's a really interesting character. I won't say that there's any characters that I really love at the moment or like. I think the one I'm leaning towards is the cop, because we've had quite a bit of him, and he's a pretty decent actor as well, I'd say. But no characters are really jumping out at the moment as being like really great characters. I think they're interesting, and I do want to learn more about what's going on. But there's not really a character that I'm kind of latching onto yet. But the story is so good and interesting that doesn't really matter at the moment. It will matter later, because you do need characters that you need to like, of course. And I'm sure we'll get there. We are only on episode 2, so yeah. But just another great episode. Just adding more to that story. We kind of had that other flashback, or not flashback, I guess. Just in the past, them putting the thing over Eric's eyes, and then I think Eric is dead because he got dragged out there at some point as well. So I'm sure they'll find Eric's body in episode 3. We'll wait and see. But yeah, very good episode. I'm going to give this one a... See, the thing with the first episode is I really loved the idea of the letter. Like, that stuff was really creepy, and when they were in the woods at the end. So I think I preferred episode 1 just a little bit more, but this one did a very good job with the cop character, and then the bit at the end there where Mikkel was kind of walking out. And then the fact that the power plant definitely has something to do with it as well. I'm interested, dude. I want to try and maybe get 2 of these up a week, because... Definitely on Patreon. I'm going to try and react to 2 a week on Patreon. And then YouTube will start to get 2 a week at some point. Maybe around season 2 when Patreon's like kind of way ahead. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to give this one 8. I'll just go 8 out of 10. I'll go 8 out of 10. I think it's a very great episode. And we have that guy as well who's in the hotel. I want to say that's like Mikkel kind of grown up, because that would make sense with the how old he kind of looks, and when he was like putting when is Mikkel and stuff, and he would know stuff about that. And now it's kind of, it does remind me of the Blink episode from Doctor Who, where they kind of they get sent to the past and they kind of have to live their life to get back to the present day. It kind of feels like that in a sense, but my only thing with with it being a time show, like time travel, I wouldn't say it's time travel, they're not jumping around time, well, not yet anyway. My only thing is, are the rules going to be because rules can start to get plot holes and stuff very easily when you start to introduce time travel. So in my head, I'm like, because Ulrich bumped into Mikkel, obviously don't answer this is just kind of like going on my head, I'm sure we answers this. Ulrich bumped into Mikkel in the past. Would present day Ulrich remember that? Or is that just for a different timeline of that Ulrich would only remember bumping into Mikkel? But then wouldn't Ulrich in the past grow up to not give birth, but to have Mikkel as a kid, and then he'd remember that moment? I don't know. We'll wait and see. But yeah, very good episode. I'm intrigued, definitely. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for episode 3. Until then, peace.